Hello guys! When I first started experimenting with different hero lineups in State of Survival, I quickly realized that success in this game isn't about just having strong individual heroes. It's about creating synergy. The real power comes from how their abilities fit into one another, how their strengths cover each other's weaknesses, and how they combine into something far greater than the sum of their parts. Today I want to talk to you about one of my absolute favorite team combinations, Penelope, Sister Bella and Sam, especially when you play them in a Berserk style. Trust me, this isn't just a good lineup. This is the kind of setup that feels like a secret weapon. The kind of synergy that makes you think, why would I even run anything else? Let's break down exactly why this trio works so perfectly together and why picking them in the Berserk style is a decision you won't regret. Let's start with Penelope, because she's the one who gives this team its backbone. Her very first skill, Spearhead, rallies squad from the backline to strike at enemy's front row, with each squad dealing an impressive damage. It's not just a raw damage skill, it's a tactical one. She is able to take squads that normally wouldn't get attacking aggressively and redirect them straight into the heart of the enemy formation. That's already a huge tactical advantage, because it forces your opponent's frontline to crumble much faster than they expect. Then comes Shattered Resolve. This skill is incredibly underrated in my opinion. Every 4 turns, Penelope not only increases the damage taken by enfeebled enemies, but also reducing their healing. Think about that for a second. You are dealing more damage and shutting down their ability to recover. Against tough enemies that rely on sustain and healing, this is a nightmare to deal with. Finally, her passive, Cape of Valor, gives your first 2 friendly rows a shield whenever they unleash skills that require preparation. This is where the synergy starts to really click, because both Sam and Sister Bella have preparation-based skills. The moment they wind up, Penelope's caves cover them, giving them durability they need to survive until their devastating attacks land. In short, Penelope is your tactical commander. She weakens, she shields, she sets the stage for the big damage. And when you see her in action alongside Bella and Sam, it just clicks. Now let's talk about Sister Bella. If Penelope is the spearhead, Bella is the storm that follows. Right from the start, with Martyr's Empress, she lies down permanent stacks of enfeeble on random enemy squads. That's not temporary, not conditional, it's permanent. Those stacks reduce the damage the enemy can deal, and over time, it tilts the whole battlefield in your favor. Her second skill, Bloodletting Ritual, is absolutely brutal. Every 4 turns, she prepares before unleashing an attack that deals powerful damage to all enemies, and it has a 30% chance to hit critically for 150% more damage. That means there's always the possibility of huge devastating bursts that can swing the momentum of the fight instantly. But the real brilliance comes with Crimson Devotion. This skill is tailor-made for synergy with Penelope and Sam. Whenever an ally triggers a skill that requires preparation, Bella stores a dagger. Every 8 turns, she hurls those daggers at the enemy front row, and if she has more than 3, she deals additional damage to all enemies. Think about how often Penelope and Sam are preparing their attacks. Bella is constantly stocking up daggers thanks to them, and when they release, she unleashes a storm of damage that wipes out enemy lines. Bella thrives in this team because she both consistent thanks to permanent buffs and explosive with her damage skills. She's the chaos that takes advantage of the cracks Penelope and Sam open in the enemy formation. Finally we have Sam, and if you've ever played with him, you know why he's essential. He's not just a tank, he's a tank that enables damage for the rest of the team. Take his first skill, Shield Drum. Every 2 turns he smashes into enemy front row, dealing huge damage and applying Fracture. Fracture is a key here because it increases the damage those enemies take from the rest of your squad. In other words, he softened them up for Penelope's rallied squads and Bella's area attacks to hit even harder. Then comes the line I hold. This skill is almost unfair when you're running Berserk. Every 4 turns, Sam grants massive shields to your Berserk squads in the front rows. But here's the twist. When those shields break, they don't just disappear. They actually apply stacks on Enfeeble to all enemies. That means your frontline is both protecting and turning into a weapon every time they can take damage. Combine that with Bella's permanent Enfeeble stacks and Penelope's healing reduction, and your enemies will feel like they are swinging with dual blades. And of course his passive, Immovable, makes him incredibly hard to take down. He blocks incoming damage and reflects part of it back as pure damage that ignores defenses. He's literally pushing the enemy just for daring to attack him. So why is this combination so effective? It all comes down to synergy and timing. Penelope shields and weakens enemies. Bella curses and unleashes devastating attacks that scale with the setup from her allies. Sam locks down the frontline, fractures enemies and protects his teams with shields that double as offensive debuffs. So if you have been wondering which heroes to choose, take my word, this trio is a bullseye. The synergy is natural and brutal. The results are undeniable and the playstyle is pure satisfaction. So go ahead, put Penelope at the helm, let Sister Bella rain curses and daggers, and watch Sam hold the line like an immovable mountain. Together they don't just win battles, they dominate them. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment and of course hit the like button. See you and bye.